Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am going to put JVN Hair to the ultimate test, trying their hydrating, volumizing and revive repairing collections along with the dry shampoo, the scalp serum, the rapid repair bond gloss and the cult favorite air dry cream. Now all JVN Hair products are vegan, cruelty-free, silicone-free, sulfate-free and use clean and effective ingredients. Now I love the concept of the brand Jonathan Van Ness has created, so I'm really excited to put all of these to the test. I'll be showing what works, any that don't, and which JVN products I think are actually worth adding to your routine depending on your hair type. Whether you're chasing that glassy shine, hydration, frizz control, second day hair, or serious volume, I've got you covered. And I'm going to start by putting Repair and Shine Essentials Trio to the test. This collection is really designed for us color-treated, texture-treated hair, bleached, highlighted, or balayage hair to really help maintain your color and leave it feeling healthy and vibrant. It's also designed to help reduce those split ends and breakage, which my long hair really appreciates. I started in the shower with the JVN Revive Repairing Shampoo and Conditioner, dead easy to use. You can then follow with the JVN Revive Rapid Repair Bond Gloss, which you only use once or twice a week. You use it in the shower, but I wanted to show you out of the shower to show you kind of how much I'm using. Let's get a good angle, and the consistency of it. So it's quite runny. So as you can see, I tend to normally use less than this and kind of do half and half. And you only have to leave it in for 60 seconds. So kind of really make sure you're coating every strand as well as possible. I'm flicking it everywhere, but if you're in the shower, do you see what I mean? It wouldn't matter. You can get it in the roots. It doesn't say don't use it on the roots. It says to use everywhere. Be liberal, do what you need to do, give it a good massage in, make sure it is covered everywhere, and then you just rinse it out. It's literally that simple. Okay, I'm gonna jump back in because I am making a big mess. And this is the final result from using the Revive Repairing Shampoo and Conditioner, followed by the 60-second Rapid Repair Bond Gloss. I used a heat protecting leave-in conditioner and styled it with my Dyson hairdryer and air wrap, as that's normally how I always style my hair. And what I really love about the Revive collection is it doesn't have an overpowering smell, and the gloss doesn't weigh my hair down, which I was worried it might do, but it has left it with a shine and it still left it with plenty of volume and bounce. So I am definitely really impressed with this specific collection, and especially at this price point. Okay, I just got done working out, so we're going to wash the hair today with the Hydrating Shampoo and Conditioner. The reason I want to do this one today is because I'm going to show you the air dry cream and naturally let my curls come out, or waves, whatever you want to call them. But the reason I like to use the hydrating one is I feel like when I wear my hair curly, it's really important to get as hydrated as possible so it doesn't look frizzy and dried out. And this one, again, it's silicone-free, sulfate-free, color-safe, and vegan. So these are just easy, regular shampoo and conditioner. I will do that in the shower. And then I will come out and use this one because Jonathan swears by this. It's literally his go-to product, especially traveling. It's literally a one and done product. And then you just air dry and go. Oh, and the size I have isn't full size. This is the travel size. So if you're wanting to try something from a collection, you're not sure if it's going to work for you or not, this is a great way to try them. So I have shampooed and conditioned with the Nurture Hydrating Shampoo and Conditioner, and I'm going to detangle it. The mistake I made the first time was using a leave-in conditioner with this. You really don't need it. I feel like if you do that, your hair ends up too weighed down. If you feel like you want more volume and bounce with your curls, try the volume shampoo and conditioner rather than the hydrating one. Just really depends on your hair care needs. And because I'm not using a detangling leave-in conditioner, I try and detangle my hair as much as possible in the shower when I have the conditioner on, just to make this step a bit easier. And the comb I'm using right now is JVN. You could also use your Tangle Teaser. I love this Tangle Teaser brush rather than the small one. Absolute game changer, especially if you have curly hair, because I do find that tends to get more tangled up in the shower. When you're working with wet hair, you really want to detangle as quick as possible. I feel like with curly or wavy hair, the wetter you work with it, the better. And I do have a water spray if it starts to dry out. So if you feel like it's starting to dry out and you're using too much product when you're doing the application process, just use a water spray to damp it back down. Tend to do a side part when I'm wearing my hair curly, so I'm going to do that. It sounds like I'm being a lot rougher with my hair than I am. And you can either air dry like the name says or blow dry your hair with this. So today we'll play around and see what it looks like air drying, And then the next time I use the cream, I will use a diffuser on it so we can see the difference. So Jonathan suggested sectioning your hair so you can more evenly coat it with the product. You don't have to if you're short on time, but I definitely think you're going to get a better application process if you do it this way. So I just have one of these little grips to keep that out of the way. And then I'm going to go in. I used too much product last time. I'm going to use about a quarter size piece on my hand. And then he's literally saying, rake it through, prayer hand it, rake it through, all the pieces you have down, all the pieces you have up, and then prayer hand it. And then he went in with his little detangler brush and went through smaller sections where he did brush, shake, and then scrunch that up. Now, how much you scrunch, I think, is very personal. I feel like some hair works best the more you scrunch, and others like mine, I feel like sometimes less is better, and it will actually frizz less the less I touch it. So I feel like curls, it's really, really personal what works best for you, depending on how curly your hair is, your texture, and all the rest of it. I'm trying to work quite quickly so it doesn't dry out too much, but already that's starting to take shape. I'm gonna use a tiny bit more on this side because I feel like I got just literally a tiny bit more, a lot of coverage on the other. And I actually don't think I need to, well, you know what, I'm gonna copy his technique because I don't feel like I need to brush it, but I think it definitely helps to disperse the product more evenly. Shake it to get some life back in, separate the strands, and then scrunch. I'm going to come back in on those front bits, the very front strands, and give them a separate scrunch because that's the ones you're going to see. Well, I'm going to see the most. And then that back section, I'm literally going to repeat this. You can do, I mean, I'm doing big sections. If you want to be more precise with it, you can. I've got quite thick hair, so I should probably be doing more sections than I am, but just for speed. So you do you. You can either kind of do these bigger sections like I'm doing. I would say 4 is the least you really want to do though, and go from there. I feel like it creates really nice separation. And I think what I'm going to do, again, just that much. I'm going to start from the bottom, raking it through rather than the top, so I don't end up with too much product in the top of my hair, because I think that's what happened last time. So the kind of order of that was, to keep it easy to remember, is to do a rake, prayer, brush, shake, scrunch. That's kind of like your 5 little things to think of in the order you're doing this. And if you want to tip your head upside down and scrunch it there as well, you do you. You know what works best for you. Oh, they came out so good. So this definitely takes longer than I would normally spend doing my curls, but hopefully the result will be worth it. And I think even with the diffuser, he was saying it only took him 20 minutes, so it's still not that long. It's the front pieces I always struggle with. They tend to have a mind of their own. I will flip upside down afterwards, I think, and give them another scrunch. But that's looking good. And it's actually stayed pretty wet. I tried to get out of the shower and filming as quick as I could. That's why I don't have makeup on, to really give this product the most chance of working. I don't know why we do the prayer technique. Maybe someone can tell me. I am not a hairdresser, but I will copy anything Jonathan tells me to do because his hair looks amazing. It actually smells really nice. It's not overpowering. So now that I've kind of worked the product the whole way around my head, I'm just gonna flip upside down and get underneath into the roots and give it some volume. And that's it. I'm going to let it air dry for a few hours, maybe 4. We'll see how long it takes. You know, curly hair takes forever to dry. But I am hopeful. I don't think I used too much product today, but we will see. I don't want to jinx it. It's been about 2 hours that my hair's been air drying. I'll probably take about another 2. One tip he had was to tell when it's done is if it's still crunchy. And my hair is still very crunchy right now. And basically, Jonathan said just to keep scrunching your hair until it doesn't feel crunchy anymore. It should just kind of feel soft and bouncy. So that's the idea behind this. And what I love, look, there is absolutely 0 frizz to that. Everything has the most beautiful separation in there without feeling weighed down, without making the roots so dark. Sometimes I feel like as a blonde, when we're using hair products when our hair curly, it can then start to look very dark at the roots. It almost looks like even if you don't need your roots doing, you do. And I'm just gonna keep doing this, and then I'm gonna come back in about another hour or two when it feels really dry. Yeah, very, very happy with this product. It's brought my curls back to life. I feel like the healthier my hair is, the better the curls look. It's when it's not conditioned and not hydrated enough that it starts to look frizzy. Let me show you the back as well so we can see what's going on there. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's finally dry, and that's the finished look. Now, I don't wear my hair curly very often, so I feel like it might take some time to curl trim my hair to really get the curls out. But there is definitely some very, very clear, defined, almost like spiral curls in there. So I think this is going to be an amazing product for keeping the hair really hydrated, for skipping drying days, for being able to take on vacation, especially beach vacations when you just get back after a long day on the beach. You don't want to spend hours blow drying your hair, getting all sweaty and hot again, and just pop this in and go out for the night. And I think this is going to be an absolute game changer. I'm sold on this. I love it. It's not crunchy, it's soft, it's bouncy. Love. Really, really good product. If I recommend one product so far I've tried from JVN, this would be it. The other thing I forgot to say was if you have press-on nails, wait until you're done with this product because it does have oils in, so you're better to wait to redo your nails until after you've used this product and wash your hands. Okay, so as promised, I'm going to use the air dry cream again, but this time I'm going to diffuse my hair and see if that makes a difference. I'm also going to skip a step. I feel like when I was brushing my hair after detangling it, after doing this, where I'm doing the prayer, I'm going to skip brushing it now in this step because I feel like that might have been too much for my hair personally to get the curls to develop. You know, sometimes you can play with your curls too much and it stops them actually coming out. So we're just going to do this, and then I'm going to do a little shake. So pretty much the same as I did last time, but this time I'm just detangling, rake, prayer, shake, and then I'm going to diffuse it with my actual diffuser. And I have never used the diffuser on my Dyson. I feel like the last time I used a diffuser on my hair was probably back when I worked on the cruise ship, so probably before 2008. So it's been a long time. I'm interested to see how they're going to come out. So what I try and do is put it through the ends of my hair and then work towards the top so that I don't end up with too much product build up at the top of my hair, weighing the roots down. And then I'm going to do the scrunch, and then I will start diffusing it. So like I showed you in the first one, it is personal preference whether you let your hair air dry or whether you use a diffuser. I guess it depends how much time you've got in the day, whether you've got time for it to air dry or you want to do it quickly, or if your curls develop better with a diffuser. And when you use a diffuser, I feel like that's personal as well. So this is the diffuser attachment for the Dyson, whether you're going to hover above your hair or whether you're going to put it in the bowl. And that's literally all I'm doing. We definitely got more volume using the diffuser. I just feel like I preferred it actually air drying. It just felt like it got a little bit crunchy, and I have kept trying to scrunch it because I know I said if it feels crunchy, it might not quite be done, so keep trying to scrunch it until it feels soft. I mean, the curl pattern is pretty impressive. It has really defined them. There isn't any frizz in there. I just feel like, I don't know, it's a little bit too crunchy. And then around the front went a little bit odd with the curl pattern. It actually looks better in the camera than it does in the mirror. In the mirror, I feel like I look a bit crazy. Here, I'm not hating it as much, but you can see how short it's made it because of how curly it's got. So it definitely doesn't weigh hair down. It definitely helps with frizz. It doesn't smell too much. It's very easy to work with, but I think I prefer it air dried. But you do you. But I would definitely recommend playing around with it with both curly and straight hair, air dry, diffuse. Try all the things and see what works best for you. And let me know in the comments below how you like to use it. Okay, I don't know about anyone else, but when I go to bed with curly hair, this is literally how it ends up the next day. I look absolutely crazy. But today we're going to try the JVN Complete Pre-Wash Scalp Oil. I'm a little nervous when I use scalp oils, it's going to leave my hair greasy and some kind of a residue, but we're going to give it a go because obviously a healthy hair does start from the root. I've used a lot of scalp drops in the past. I'm using the OS01 right now, hair peptide scalp serum. I've used Philip Kingsley's density drops before. I've got another brand I'm going on to afterwards. I'm all about trying everything and really getting the scalp and roots really healthy. So basically for this one, it sounds like it's very easy to use. Massage into scalp and disperse through ends, leave on for 10 to 15 minutes and then shampoo thoroughly. It doesn't say how much to use, so I'm gonna play around, start light and just make sure I have enough to cover the whole scalp. And then I'm going to use the volumizing shampoo and conditioner afterwards. And just in case this weighs my hair down, I feel like that will be a good way to then kind of like offset anything it does. It says it doesn't. It says it doesn't weigh hair down at all. It just creates healthier strands. So that was one full pipette, dropper, whatever you want to call it. Ooh. So I'm probably gonna use 3. This is basically work it into your scalp and then take it through the ends. So even the ends are getting a bit of leftover. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm on here like this. I have no makeup or skincare. I've got absolutely crazy hair. The things that I do to try and review products, but I thought what I'd do is get this on first thing in the morning and then have my coffee, let it sit for 15 minutes and then shower and get on. And this, because it's an oil, is also going to be one of those products that you really don't want to be wearing a press-on nails for. If they've fallen off, wait till you're done to put them back on, because obviously it is an oil. And there's not really a heavy scent to it either. It's not overwhelming like some oils can be. I'm not even going to tie it up. I'm going to leave it like that because I don't want to get the oil onto any of my scrunchies or hair clips or anything. Okay, I will leave this on for 15 minutes and I will pop back when I've shampooed, conditioned and done all the rest. Okay, so the scalp oil did not leave the hair greasy at all. It made it feel very soft and manageable. The only thing I will say is, I think this was my least favorite shampoo and conditioner. It's made my hair a little bit static. I haven't put any shine spray or hairspray on it yet. I will do, because I wanted to show you what it looked like just using these products, not any non-JVN products. So it's got a shine to it. I don't know if it's necessarily got more body, but it does feel very soft. Let's put the JVN dry shampoo to the test. It says to shake very well, hold 8 to 10 inches away from your hair and spray into the roots, and then wait a few seconds for it to dry. I tend to kind of part my hair roughly just to get into a few areas of the roots. I haven't worked out today, so it's not too bad, but my hair does go a bit crazy overnight. Okay, that should do. It smells amazing, and I don't know if you can see. Normally, if I spray a dry shampoo, you wouldn't be able to see me. There would be white mist everywhere. There would be white in your hair. And there is none of that. It's left no residue. It doesn't feel, you know, some of them feel a bit sticky or tacky. You can't even feel it either. Wow, okay, and it has brought back the bounce. Wow, okay. I'm really impressed with that, especially it says no. Normally my husband would come in and be choking. I don't know if we're going to wear it completely down today or if I'm going to pop in a headband, but I just wanted to see how well that worked. You can see all my curls dropped out overnight, but it's still really shiny from yesterday as well. It's actually really shiny. That doesn't weigh down your hair whatsoever, and before it was a bit crazy. It's made it less unruly as well. Okay, really impressed with that. I'm very particular with my dry shampoos, and that is cruelty free and vegan as well, so that's a complete winner. I think I'm going to do the headband today and just let it do its thing. Okay, good job, JVN. I am really sold on this dry shampoo. It smells amazing if you need a quick refresh. It makes it shiny. It doesn't leave it sticky or residue. That is absolutely fabulous. So to wrap it up, if your hair is weak or damaged, the Revive Repairing line is going to help you with the strengthening and breakage control you're probably looking for. If you have fine or limp hair or just want more volume, Embody Volumizing Shampoo and Conditioner will probably work the best for you, as it really helps to boost thickness and has that light hydration that won't wear your hair down. I just personally feel like I need one of their more hydrating products. I think most people would benefit from the pre-wash scalp oil, as healthy hair really does begin at the roots, and this also helps to remove buildup, strengthen your hair for less fall and breakage, which I think a lot of us struggle with, especially as we get older, and it helps to soothe any dryness or itching. My personal favorites that I feel work the best for my hair type are the Nurture Hydrating line. I felt they really added a lot of moisture and made it more manageable. Paired a couple of times a week with Revive Rapid Repair Bond Gloss for shine and repair. Now, none of these products weigh my hair down, but they definitely added shine and helped with the frizz. Then the JVN Complete Air Dry Cream. I feel like I would use that for the days I want to let my hair air dry, as it's really great for curly hair for definition, shine, and reducing frizz. And then for second day hair, that dry shampoo is a total winner. There's no white residue, there's no stickiness, and it's really rich in vitamins and antioxidants known to help protect the scalp and hair against environmental stresses. I've linked all of the JVN hair care products in this video below, plus some sets to save money so you can check them out. Also, let me know in the comments which JVN products are your go-to. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a review. See you in the next one.